Speaking of an 8-string, I should probably explain what I'm holding. This here is brand new, beautiful, signature Javier Reyes 608 LTD. The most expensive LTD available. I also think it's the best looking LTD available. Alright, so let me explain the guitar. Quilted maple top, ebony fretboard. The inlays are perloid and what's the? Carbon fiber, sorry. I have carbon fiber truss rod cover. The body is ash, and actually the back of the guitar is my favorite part. You can actually see it. So you can see the wood grain of the ash really well. The neck, obviously you can see it's a neck through build. The woods that I chose for this guitar are walnut, maple, and padauk. The reasons that I chose those, walnut and maple. Maple is like a traditionally awesome wood to use for your neck. You know, tons of guitars have them. I think it has a really cool quality. Considering the way that I designed these pickups, I wanted to kind of tame that quality down, so I used a little bit. And I implemented the walnut, which has supposed to have a warmer tone. The red stripe is padauk. That is specifically just for looks. It looks awesome. I was like, fuck it. The bridge, it's a Hannes shower bridge. Awesome bridge. Simple to use. You know, there aren't that many parts. The only part that actually moves is this little component, but obviously there's a string on it and I can't take it off. It's like a weird material that they use. It has a sound, I would say, you know, comparing it to like a hip shot or any other type of bridge. I feel like this bridge has a particular quality to it that it's like bite, or almost like presence, if you were to crank your presence knob. I like that, you know. Sometimes it can be a little bit much for some players, but for what I go for and for what I try to hear, it works very well for what I want. The pickups, these are also signature DiMarzio pickups. They have been recently named the Eclipse 8 pickups. So you can get those from DiMarzio soon also. And most importantly, you can get them with this guitar through ESP. My boy Chris over there. Yeah, I like that against strings. I think it helps out, particularly like when I'm doing a lot of bars, and just yeah, you know, these elaborate chords. When you start using the 10s and 11s, it gets a little difficult. You know, it can also depend on the tone that you're going for. Some people actually play around with using, especially with the extended range, using mixed gauges. So they'll go with like a really heavy gauge on the lower strings, and then really light. So 9s, 6. I used to actually use an 80 gauge for my lowest string, but I found that the jump between my 8th and my 7th string was too big, so it felt a little un-guitar-like. You know, it was just not. It felt like something else, and ultimately I want to be playing guitar. You know, it's an 8-string. I have the note of a bass player, but it's still a guitar. You know, I'm strumming. I'm playing little lines. I'm writing up here. guitar. I'm not doing any like bass lines and then guitar chords. There's a player called Charlie Hunter. I don't think he does this now, but he also played an 8-string, but it was three bass strings and 5 guitar strings. And he was actually playing like bass lines, and it seemed like a keyboard on top. He put like a Leslie effect on it. It was awesome. I mean, the guy's a genius. So check him out, actually. Aside from the size of the instrument, I view it as the same as a normal guitar. You know, when I think of theory, I actually do all my theory work in 6-string. Because to me, it's just, the important part is just understanding how chords work, understanding how, you know, what scale pertains to that particular chord, just the notes that you're allowed to play. When I look at the 8-string guitar, I still think 6-string, and I just use 2 lower strings as like auxiliary strings. I typically write a lot on the higher register. For the reason that I can also go down, you know, and I think in 6-string, so it's like a lot of that material is still coming from a 6-string guitar. And I play a lot of 6-string nylon, where a lot of material does stem from. So again, keeping it 6-string and then just adding those two extra strings.